tells me we are live. Can I get confirmation from you guys in chat just to make sure real quick? Everything's looking good, fine, and dandy. I'll wait for confirmation chat before I fully start again. Live already. Ahoy, everybody, and welcome back. We just watched the Mario Kart World Direct, and now we are going into analysis mode. We are going to go back through it, as well as any press releases, social media updates, and the Japanese website, which did update. And we're going to see if there's anything new from all of this. We're going to go over what they did go over in the Direct and kind of dive into anything new there. But first off, because we just watched the Direct, I do want to take a look at the Japanese website because they have updated it, and for all I know, it might be something worthwhile here. You're feeling underwhelmed by the Direct? In part, possibly my fault because of my hour-long analysis detailing everything, where the average consumer would not have watched that. What did I just hit? Oh. Okay, we had different pages on the website now. Okay, we had different pages on the website, so we actually have more that we could look at here now. Okay, so let's take a look here. Anything new? Anything new? These screenshots are the same. Direct didn't sell anyone on this new $80 standalone price, but you thought it was good enough for Mario Kart fans? Yeah. It's not quite what they made it out to be, but I think in terms of a Direct full of info for people that aren't going to be actively going to look for it and only waiting on Nintendo's official things, I think it served a fine purpose. Most average consumers don't even watch Directs. That's entirely possible too. That is entirely possible. All right, let me go through. It did feel more like an overview trailer, and I think they should have presented it as a big detailed overview trailer instead of Direct. I think the Direct branding just gets people a little too hyped. I think we all kind of set our expectations a little too high, looking at some of my predictions, but we'll get to it. All right, all of these so far are things that were already here. This is still the main page, so all of these are clips that already existed on the Japanese website. I'm looking for the new stuff. That's the same. That's the same. This is the knockout tour section. I gotta really scroll through this. Free roam, that's the same. Okay, so it seems like the main page is the same. Oh, nope, this is new. Driver and machine. Okay, so this is the dedicated page for characters and vehicles. Items. Those look like clips straight out of the Direct. Play style. This is also another page. Okay. Yeah, it's talking about the camera. Accessories. Okay, let's check out these other pages. Alright. Okay, these are a bunch of new screenshots. Look at this dedicated Pianta on the Dolphin Dasher with Cataquack behind him. Wait, can I get it? No, I don't want to just save that. Okay, that's fine. These are looking at some of the pictures in here, these are the pictures they've been uploading to Nintendo today for some of these characters. So we'll probably, in the coming week, see some of these other photos, some of these other screenshots uploaded directly to Nintendo today as well. Game is looking awesome. Yeah, you just hope that the future game-focused Directs won't be so shallow in your details. Yeah, I definitely understand that. Felt underwhelming because the previous Direct and gameplay videos already showed the most. The game is still fire. It'll probably just... It's just we probably already know most of the important stuff. Yeah, it does seem that way. I feel like Nintendo's going to charge $8 for the game. If they're going to charge it, they cannot be too high expectations, so they have disproportionately high expectations of us. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I do get that, Moth Demon King. Yeah, they did keep Wiggler getting angry when he gets hit, which is nice. Yeah, okay. So far, most all of these are other screenshots they've released in other places. Also, I don't think these two are. The sidestepper in the lobster ATV with other sidesteppers is funny. I really thought they were going to go over these other playable characters seemingly having something to do with other characters in the world. I'm so confident there's more than these 50 playable characters. Because otherwise, it's a really weird pick for the 20 brand new ones. And only those and not... how did they determine which ones become playable and which ones aren't? That felt like something they should have gone over here. But I'm still convinced there is a way for it. Okay. New info right there. You unlock you unlock vehicles from collecting coins still. Just like in Mario Kart 8. Also, it says new drivers and costumes will be added as part of some items. So it's specifically from the items that you get them. Specifically from the Kamek item and the food item. You cannot get them through free roam or any other thing. You were looking forward to 200cc? 200cc might still be here, but I don't know. We gotta see. Hey, Don. Yeah, that sure was a Mario Kart World Direct. We'll see. If you didn't see Treehouse or experience this stuff, this is probably a lot of new info. That's true. If you only saw it in the Switch 2 Direct, yeah, a lot of info there. But, yeah. You think more characters will be eventually added in DLC? I think there's still a bunch of characters in the game they haven't shown yet that they're just not going to show. Because characters like Cataquack, Pianta, Fishbone feel too random to add if there isn't some sort of tied to characters that like Kamek can spawn in. But let's see if there's something here about it, right? Okay. Magically transforms your rivals. It's a surprise to see what happens. I mean, yes, it happens randomly. And we know this is how you unlock some characters. I'm surprised this is the only way to unlock them, though. That feels very surprising. Also, the fact that the item is just called Kamek and not, like, Crystal Ball or something. So I guess that confirms Kamek isn't playable, which is, frankly, weird. These are all the clips exactly from the Direct, it looks like. None of these look new. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I didn't see Luma. It's okay. I'm not that upset. It's okay. At least we finally have key art of this food bag. So, Yoshi's. At Yoshi's, located all over the world, you can get unique dash foods. Using the dash foods will not only allow you to dash, but also change the costume of the driver. Yes, okay. These are like... There's a lot of the foods, too, which is also really nice. The transform costume can then be selected for the following races. Okay, yeah, so you'll be able to then select them afterwards. I'm pretty sure this is just about exactly what they showed in the Direct as well. Okay. How do we unlock Pianta? So we've actually seen the Kamek item transform players into Pianta as well. When spawning in, I think in the demo it spawned in like Boom Boom or Chain Chomp, and then it transformed the player into Pianta, which is weird. So it seems like if Kamek summons something that isn't playable, it'll give you a random other one. But there was a right arrow next to 150cc, so there's definitely something to the right of it. Unless it loops around. But every Mario Kart other than the every Mario Kart before this has something after 150cc, whether that's mirror or extra, like in Mario Kart 64, or 200. So I do think there will be more. Nintendo UK game page confirms games are still one SKU across regions game-wise. Even with the Japanese-only console, Japanese is still part of the download. Okay. That's good to know. Will the sort option allow to put costumes in the same character slot? I don't know, honestly. They didn't go into what the sort button does, unfortunately, so I'm not really sure. We know there's more costumes for people still, and carts. We'll just figure it out ourselves. Yeah, I think they're trying to leave a lot of this as figure it out for yourselves, so they don't spoil the whole experience beforehand. And I think that's okay. I just was hoping they would show more new here, so that we would see proper hints that, like, yes, there is indeed more. Okay, so let me see. So we have... Okay, yeah, so we have the different techniques that they showed. And a lot of these look like the same ones from the Direct as well. Yep, okay. Alright. Playstyle. Oh, this is Birdo render. We haven't had a new Birdo render in a while. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, so this is like you can play with friends, you can do game chat. Okay. Wow, no online portion. Okay. Did the English website update at all? Let's see. Let's see if we have anything new on the English website. It doesn't look like it. No, okay. They have not updated. Oh, wait. No, okay, that was already there. That's not new. Alright, no updates to the English website. Japanese website updates are minimal, but it does confirm you unlock new carts with coins. So coin milestones, just like Mario Kart 8. And it does confirm that the food item and Kamek item seem to be how you go about unlocking stuff. I don't know if there's a way to do it in free roam, because all they showed for free roam were missions that gave you like stickers and things like that. So Biru and 200cc might not exist anymore. I think they will, because typically we have something after 150cc. There's gonna be a lot of things that players are gonna have to figure out on their own. Yeah, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Let's see. I think. Well, let's go to this, because I want to look at the battle mode first and foremost. Actually, have they uploaded like the shorter version of this? Or am I really gonna have to seek through the whole 47 minutes this thing was live? I guess I do. Did they? No. Yeah. All right. I still had. Oh wait. No. Okay. Same thing. All right. Fine. Oh. Okay. There we go.
Available exclusively on the Nintendo
All right. Let me
Switch
go to the battle mode portion,
because
that's like one of the biggest new things here, right?
Now's your chance. Build controls.
I'll go through everything else too, but
race without any other competitor teams. When you're not.
No, it was before free roam. Yeah. Okay.
2, 3 routes that aren't.
Okay. So we have
24 drivers can now compete in 2.
Interestingly, that intermissions thing is in here. Now it's course selection. Open or close, I guess. Okay. Skill ceiling be even higher with the new charge up. Yeah, I do think the skill ceiling is going to be higher.
Up to 20.
First month of content of this game is going to go crazy as people uncover secrets and things. I think that's what they want. I think that's what they want. I don't think they want to spoil too much for that exact reason. Like, imagine you're playing online and you see someone playing as, I don't know, the Batadon, and everyone's like, how'd you do that? And it like spreads around online like that, you know? I think that's what they want. Word of mouth to like really spread around and hype up this game.
Or even 4 teams. Group up and get ready to put the pedal to the metal.
Okay. So this is the edit teams.
Next up,
battle mode.
Pop off locally or online in balloon battle. Use items to
balloon
burst
battle. Okay, so look at this map, right? Hold on. Former coworker, Jake Steinberg is calling me. Also streaming this. Sure. Hold on, this should be funny. I gotta add Discord into this. 1 second. Hi, Jake. Going well. Give me 1 moment to add Discord audio to my stream so they can hear you on my stream too. Okay, there we go.
Please.
You're in.
Please.
You're good.
Oh my god, this is fantastic. Tris, we started watching your live analysis on my stream. Thank you for the free content. What is your big takeaway following that presentation? How are you feeling about Mario Kart World?
First off, my big takeaway is the fact that my hour-long live analysis was not a waste of time. They did not immediately invalidate it, therefore we're good.
Because there was a lot of unsaid info.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of things that like I went into in that thinking they were gonna. For example, like I detailed like every character's costume. Like these are all the characters you know about, or these are all the costumes you know about. These are all the characters you know about. I thought we were gonna get like I don't know, like a ton more on top of that, and we didn't. I mean, I have to look through this. Maybe there really is like one new thing hiding in there, but I think they're trying to leave a lot of it as a surprise. And the
Yeah.
moment that really hit me with that was with the Chemic item, where we know
Yes.
what it does. They even showed
Right.
it on Treehouse, but they're like,
Yes.
you'll have to wait and see. I'm like, okay, they want the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom effect for this game. They want
I guess
people
so.
talking about it and like
Right.
playground rumors. Like, did you know you could play as like the Moai heads from Mario World? Yeah, I unlocked them by doing this. And like they want people talking about it, spreading it around on social media, finding
Right.
things for themselves. And
Taking
this
those
reiterates
pictures with the
that.
photo mode.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, I obviously have played this game, and Tris,
Yeah.
I am furious because I was at my demo and I asked the demo person, I go, how do I do the jump? And they did not know, and they didn't tell me. And then this was just, oh, you just hold the button. God damn it. Oh God, I'm so mad. Oh, God.
That's funny. I'm sorry.
Oh, I can't. Then they just showed it in this presentation. I was like, you could just do it whenever. To me,
Yeah.
the jump is like the coolest thing in the game. I love that.
I love the jump.
Oh.
I think the jump is going to tie into the meta for this game, like things like snaking did before, where you're like constantly drifting back and forth. Now I think it's going to be
Yes.
about doing this at optimal times to take advantage of the
Oh.
terrain or get a little boost. So
So fun. Yeah, I think overall with this presentation, I think that the game looks better than this particular trailer. I'm really enthusiastic about the game, but people like you and me that have already seen a lot of this game and have like studied it to a degree.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, this was just an overview trailer that they decided to call a Nintendo Direct. Lies.
yeah, I think they
Yeah.
need to stop calling overview trailers direct. They can just
Yep.
say tune into the overview trailer dropping
Yes.
on this day. And I think as soon as you add the word direct, people set their expectations way too high. And
Of course.
especially when you have even like Bill Trinan and people at Nintendo saying like, hey, make sure to tune into that direct. It's going to have a lot of new info and it's going to be what helps people like see there's a lot more to do in the game. It's going to, justify the $80 price for a lot of people. And I think for the people that went in after hearing those things, the people that went in with the expectation, oh, okay, this should help. It didn't do that for them.
Yes, 100%. And it's funny. I think that the thing that they needed to do in this trailer was actually emphasize that open world a little bit more, 1 to 2 minutes longer. And I get it. I see the vision, but I think I just wanted one more sequence to really understand what was going on there. But I love the idea of it being like going out in Breath of the Wild and finding Koroks and doing little that is bringing that to this game. I think is so fun. That's going to be. I was telling my chat I feel like when you're playing offline, when you're on the train, when you're on a plane ride, that is the perfect thing to do is go out into that open world and try to find some random little mysteries and challenges and stuff. Oh, so fun.
No, exactly. And one thing that people aren't really paying too much attention to is that they this kind of soft confirmed missions, not quite mission mode in the way people want. But,
yeah,
those P switches. When you clear one, I have it on my screen right now. It literally says you cleared a mission. You still get a sticker for it, the little stickers. All these things in free roam, the P switches, the question block panels, the Peach medallions. It looks like they all just give you stickers, which are what you use to customize the karts a little bit.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
there's
Yeah. They didn't really, but that's the weird thing. They didn't detail that at all. They keep showing you're getting them. They show that you're getting them in Treehouse. In the Nintendo Treehouse gameplay, when they're selecting their cart, there's the plus button and you see the little decal there. So you can change it. But the fact that they didn't even talk about that here is just weird to me. So what's gonna happen now, I feel is in a month, when we're 2 weeks out from the game, they're gonna drop an overview trailer for the game that's gonna recap this info and for some reason have new info on top of that, the stickers. Which is gonna be
I see
weird
what you're
to me.
saying.
I don't know why.
Okay.
Why not just have that in here? But
Right. So, did you understand there was that point where they got the Peach medallion?
Yeah.
And there was a little Wario silhouette?
yeah, that's a sticker of Wario you can put on your card, I think.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out what that was. It's a sticker.
I thought it would be at first glance at that, I thought, oh, is this saying you unlocked a new costume for Wario? But I thought about it,
Right.
no, because we know what unlocking a costume looks like from demo gameplay. So like this doesn't look like that. So I think that's for some reason you could just slap a silhouette of Wario on your card if you
You're
want.
right. You're so right. Now that you have that on screen, that's clearly what that is. Oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah. Oh wow. It's almost like almost kind of reminds me of Wario Man, how it's like the the mask on top. Yeah.
I feel like we'll find out this silhouette's like some reference to Wario, to the Wario Land game, since they have like musical references to that apparently already. So it's strange.
Something my chat was really curious about. I'm wondering if you have any insight to this. Do you have any concept of how you think like what form post-launch content for this game will take?
The fact that they didn't say it here.
Yeah.
First off, is really surprising to me because that was like top of my predictions. Because
me too.
Almost every other game-specific direct, if there's DLC, they make sure to say it there. So what this tells me is that if there is, it is its own dedicated thing they do later on that one won't be free updates.
Right.
I think that means it's. I think this.
I see what you're saying.
I think that means it's going to be a DLC, and it's going to be like a trailer they drop in like the first direct after the game comes out, or something like that. Look, paid DLCs coming to this game, but you can get it for free if you have the NSO expansion pass or something like that.
Okay.
Just because I think if there was going to be free updates, they would have said it here. Just because that's the kind of thing you want people to be aware of in advance. If that's gonna function as part of the game from the get-go. Yeah,
that makes sense. Wow.
Yeah, my chat's saying the same thing. Not saying it to them suggests paid DLC.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And then when that paid DLC does roll around, are you expecting like another world? Are you expecting like add-on, like stuff that's injected into the middle of the map? Like, what is it? Do you have a vision for this?
I don't think it would be in the middle of the map. I think they would do islands.
Yeah.
I think they would do islands, and on each island is like at most 4 courses. So there's like 4 climates or things, which means everything on the island probably has to relate to each other in some way.
Right.
Or at least makes sense. You're not going to have half of an island be snow and the other half of an island be a desert. Like, they're not going to do that. So it would have to make sense, I guess, for what they add. And those 4 courses would have to be close enough together that you can free roam to them. But they'd probably have like a big bridge to get to it. So it's outside the current boundaries of the world. So it doesn't get plopped in and potentially replace something that's already there, even if it's just water.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've seen people theorizing they do DLC of like a whole new continent, but I feel like that's a bit over ambitious for a game that's already really ambitious.
I just have this like Smash Brothers idea in my head where it's like, this is Mario Kart World and now this is Animal Crossing World, and I'm like, oh shit, like you know what I mean? It's like I see that vision, and it's like, oh, you get into like a pipe and the pipe takes you to the other world, and it's got a whole new open world associated with it too.
That would be great.
Yeah, it's so big. That would be such a big like. I guess it doesn't have to be, because it doesn't necessarily have to have as many cups or be as large as the main world, but I don't know. Maybe I feel like they could do anything.
Wait, in my chat, PSI Squid Kid in my chat, you found the Rob bike? Wait, give me a timestamp. I need to see this.
I want to see that.
Yeah, I want to see this. Give me the timestamp if you found this. Or send it to me on Discord and I'll put it up on screen.
I love the cart design, how the cars look in this game. They're so nice.
Hand it to me. Hold on. Look at this. It's on.
Okay, wait, let's see.
That is a Rob bike. Wow.
Rob bike.
That's hilarious.
Rob confirmed. Oh man.
I mean, I actually really like how that looks, like color scheme wise, but it'd be really funny if Rob is now not in this game.
It is, chat.
Everybody hyping up, oh my gosh, Rob from Mario Kart DS is gonna be here. No, you just have a vehicle themed after it.
There was by the way, Mario Kart DS, that like main one that's on the box art.
Yeah.
I saw Mario driving that in this trailer, and I was like, damn, that looks so nice. That's one of my all-time faves. I love the way that one looks.
It's iconic. It really is
so
iconic.
sick. Yeah, so cool.
Oh my god.
All right, well, Tris, thank you so much for letting me crash your stream.
Thank you for apparently letting me crash yours.
Of course. No, it was great. All right. Enjoy. Have a good time with your live analysis. Like me, I'm sure you are waiting for the upload from Nintendo, so it's not the
Yeah.
The VOD?
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, come on, Nintendo, let's go. Get the upload up. Where is that thing?
I just got a notification from Wario64 that they did indeed just post a press release, and there's no info about the pre-orders yet. So we're still waiting on that too.
No, so depressing. So depressing. Well, listen, I did play this game and I had a great time playing it. So I'm pretty hyped. I'm excited to dive in. I feel like it's the biggest thing I wanted from this game is that I wanted stuff to learn, because you know when you turn on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and your brain just kind of goes into autopilot.
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah.
It's like I feel like this game, there's so much like between the items, the moves that you can do, the stages being so inherently different. I feel like there's a lot for us to be like, oh, I have to get good at this now. I have to figure this out.
Yeah, there's a lot for you to really like pay attention to, learn, and eventually, I'm sure some of it will be muscle memory, but that also means you won't be able to go back to another Mario Kart with that muscle memory.
Oh, that's true. And then you go back, you got to pick up those skills again. All right. Cool, Tris. Thanks again. We'll talk soon.
Yep. See you later, Jake.
Bye, Tris's chat.
Bye, Jake's chat. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. So, let me adjust my stream to factor in this this Discord. Okay. So, that was funny. So, Rob Bike, hey, that means there are indeed more vehicles. That's actually huge, because it means there's more vehicles than they showed. We have not seen them all. I'm trying to find where in the trailer now we actually see that. I need people to actually post about that. All right, let me go back to my original intent of battle mode also. Because I do want to actually take a good look at that. Is it around here? Actually, have they uploaded the, like... Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you, Nintendo. Okay. It's only 17 minutes now. Perfect. This is what I wanted. Okay.
Ride the river.
Cook on my analysis because you can't find anything. I will do my best. I'll do my best. Yeah, there's definitely some hints that there's more. I'm also, like, actively, like, checking when, like, Nintendo and others are posting to social media right now, because they might post more info on there. We're gonna get me the EU assets. Hey, thank you, Don. That will be handy to go through and see if there's anything good hiding in there. One moment. I just see another Nintendo notification. I'm just checking to see if it's anything worth bringing up on stream. I don't think it is. No, it is literally just screenshots. All right. Thank you, Nintendo. Thank you, Nintendo. Very cool. 3 food circling around. So I think some food items, like, I know we've seen like 3 like kebabs. So I think some of the food items are multiples. I don't know why you would eat it multiple times other than for the speed boost, but you don't think you're gonna be using rewind? Yeah, rewind is weird because I don't see myself. All right, there's battle.
And your rivals out.
Okay.
In balloon battle, use
I don't see myself using the rewind much either. Do we really think it's the entire base roster? No, I don't think it's the entire base roster, mostly because a lot of these are unlockable. I think they're purposely hiding more characters that you get throughout the game, just because so many of them tie into, like, weird, obscure, like, this is, like, an obstacle found around, you know, like Cheep Cheeps, for example, or Monty Mole. Well, Monty Mole's been playable before, but the Rocky Wrench, or the Fish Bones, or Pianta. Those are, like, spectators or obstacles around the races. They're a bit obscure and cataquacks. Like, they're weird to suddenly make playable for them, but then have, like, the bullies, the Lumas, the Batadons, like, they're not playable. That, and Spinies, like, that's kind of weird. Where was that? Where did they determine that? So I feel like there's definitely more. They're just not showing them yet. AK, what do you mean, guys? The Queen Bee from Mario Galaxy. Didn't even say all the enemy names in the direct. There's definitely stuff we don't know about. Yeah, I definitely think they're trying to, like, save a lot as a surprise for people. So, hold on. Can you guys see if I do this? I don't think so. Okay, hold on. 1 second. Okay, so you guys can't see if I zoom. So let me change this to a full monitor display. Also, one moment. Don just sent me over the assets, so let me actually grab and look through these. Oh, yes, these are great. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do this. Hold on. Thank you, Don. I don't think there's any compromising info on this. Okay, yes. Okay, we're good. All right, look at these in the press kit. Oh, these are kind of small if I do it like this, though. I might need to actually... Oh, nope, we're good. Okay. Here we are. We have... Was it going to give me that drop down every time? No, okay. We have a lot of screenshots that I can look through here. So we're actually going to pull them up. We're gonna look through them. We're going to see... Can I... Yes, perfect. I can just go through with the arrow keys. All right. Hell yes. Okay. Is the link to it supposed to be visible? No. Whoops. All right, we're fine. I didn't want to wait for the download time. I just wanted to immediately pull it up. Oh, that's a nice screenshot. Okay, so like there's like a screenshot here for like every character, it looks like, which is interesting. So I'm gonna look through. I want to spend a little bit of time looking through these two to see if there's anything of note in here before I move on further. Noticing a theme with these screenshots. So currently it's the babies, but we'll see. Okay. But yeah, the Koopalings have ads. It'd be weird not to include them. Yeah, so I definitely feel like there's more hiding here, right? For now, let's see if any of these screenshots have anything new and exciting. I think this Bowser Jr. was in a Nintendo Today screenshot. That's an older one. Oh, look at the Cataquack! That's a profile picture for someone right there. Look at that. Look at that. I love that. So, 50 screenshots, 50 characters, like I mentioned. So right now, it seems like they have a screenshot for every currently confirmed playable character. But I still feel like they're hiding secrets. We'll see. Oh, these are cute. I like this. 200cc was also in Mario Kart Tour, which is why I think it could come back. Coin coffer. Oh yeah. I do see more about how that vehicle is themed to coin coffer and is more like a frog. Yeah. Okay. Nice. New profile pic unlocked. Which one? Snowy. Which one? Conk door on the W twin chopper. That goes crazy. So this is from the press release. So these are a bunch of screenshots that they released. And these are also really high quality. So I'm showing them here. Don just sent them to me. These will probably end up on places like the Mario Wiki, shared around by others, like by end of the day. These are definitely going to be shared around in a lot of places through the day. Make sure to check socials. Some of these are really, really good, yeah. Otherwise, they could have just showed the full roster they did for Mario Kart 8. I still feel like there's more is the thing. I feel like these 50 are just the ones that they're focusing on and talking about. But even so, 50 is still a lot. So even if this is the full roster, I still think it's great. But I'll just be, like, surprised if this. I did see the Rob bike. I had it sent to me for social media. We pulled it up on here. So we actually already looked at it and talked about it. Which means, yes, there are more vehicles. That is a big deal. They are clearly still hiding some things if the Rob bike. Where was the Rob bike, though? I was given a screenshot of it, but I couldn't tell, like, where it was from. What's happening? Why is Honey Queen being mentioned in chat? Like, as in just, like, where is she? She should be here? Or, like, was there something, like, hinting at her? Honey Queen's down here. Yeah. Okay, some of these are old, some of these are new. That's a nice screenshot of Mario. How do we unlock the vehicles? Japanese website tells us you unlock vehicles. Oh, that's a great Monty Mole picture. You unlock vehicles by collecting coins. So every coin milestone, just like in Mario Kart 8. 100 coins, you unlock someone. 200 coins, or not someone, a vehicle. 200 coins, you unlock a vehicle. 300 coins, you unlock a vehicle. Things like that. Oh, you meant Honey Queen? No, there's Wario's a Wicked Wasp costume. That might be what people saw. This is a great photo of Pauline. At least it's easier because of the 20 coin limit. Yeah, that's true. It definitely is. 64 characters, Nintendo loves that number. It's possible. Yes, the Rob bike. Yes, I had it brought up to me on social media. So I've already looked at it. I just didn't find where it's from. Oh my god, this Peepa. I love that. That's great. That's great. Okay. Look at this penguin. That's so cute. Wait, the entire race behind them is snowmen. Look at that. Hold on, can I zoom in more on this? Oh, it's not letting me zoom in more. These are all snowmen behind him. I think some other penguins, but these are all snowmen and penguins. That's so funny. There's a Pianta with the Cataquack behind him. And Daisy in swimwear. Gonna name people and snowmen. Very silly creatures, you're right. Potted piranha plant driving is really funny. Got Rosalina, Daisy, Bowser in the background. Okay. Pokey with the Pokies. The fact that we now have high quality screenshots of every character we know so far in the game is very nice. It's very nice. Rocky Wrench. Holding a wrench, in fact. But yeah, right? This picture actually exemplifies it, though, right? You have the Rocky Wrench right there, and then you have the obstacle Rocky Wrench in the background. Very weird picks. Characters that have never been playable, but have background elements, aspects to them as well. That's why I'm convinced there's still some sort of connection between those, and that there's probably still more. Okay, we have that Rosalina picture from before. Shy Guy and Shy Guy Bazaar. Piranha Plant with quite the expression behind. Pauline, Lakitu, Luigi. Sidestepper with the sidestepper. This also exemplifies what I meant. Snowman. Snowman bumping Bowser. Wow, okay. Like, also, another good look at Bowser's pro racing gear or what? No, not pro racing. This is like the. No, I think this is pro racing. I don't know. It's weird. It's a really weird design to me, but it's kind of crazy. How is it driving? Great question. Oh, there it is. There's the meme. Look at him. Just the dead stare into the camera. You think because the playable characters are obstacles, they made them playable simply because they had the character model in the game already, as well as made them playable. Yeah, Marco, exactly. But that's why I think there's more. Because there's more obstacles that are also characters, like bullies, or other spectators, like Sledge Bros, and Lumas, and other characters that haven't been made playable yet, so it's a question of why pick and choose. So I think there is going to be more. You hired the Spike to look at you, front-facing Spike. I do think Chain Chomp could be, especially since Chain Chomp's been playable before in Mario Tennis Aces. That Stingbee's really cute. Toko Toko, Sumo Bros. Yeah, Batadons. Very cute look at Swoop. Yeah, that bike literally has the Batadon Aero parts add on it too. Is that? I think that's the Mach Rider bike. Okay. Okay, we've seen this one. Boom Booms are indeed obstacles, yeah. We've seen this one. Look at Waluigi. Alright. It's kind of funny. Okay, we have Wario. We have this cute Wiggler in the pipe frame. Spike, I think it's Mario and Waluigi nearby. All the Yoshis, we've seen this one, although now we have it in nice high quality. Yeah, look at them all. Alright, that is the last one here. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that makes sense. They were in alphabetical order. Okay. Alright. Let me... Oh god, I just realized I have to go all over... No, screenshots. Any other key art? Okay, no, it's the same as before. Screenshots, game modes, items, new moves. Let's look at items. Okay. So you can pick at the character select screen there. There's 26 pages of characters. Okay, that's a lot. And that is, yeah, that's 300, wow, 312 slots. Okay, so... Hold on, I'll do the math for that in a moment. When I pull that up myself, we'll do the math for that. We'll take a look at that. But, okay, interesting. Interesting. Alright, so you got the coin shell. Mario jumping with the feather. That's a great action shot, actually. So, yeah, obviously we know costumes are indeed separate slots on the character select screen. Maybe the sort button changes that. I don't know. New Wario meme face. Yeah, really. Okay. I feel like this one will also be a meme. I feel like this one will also be a meme. Wow. Okay, that's pretty funny. Okay, that was a 4-player thing. Okay, yeah. Don't worry. I'll take a look into that stuff soon. Ooh, look at that. Like super spicy curry. It looks like that Bowser has there. Some sort of super spicy curry with the peppers. Ah, that's cool. That's cool. There's Yoshi with the rotating 3 pieces of sushi or 3 plates of sushi. Super Nintendo World food. It really does. So yeah, some of these foods they better actually start selling at Super Nintendo World. Oh, look at this picture with Daisy. This is a great screenshot, actually. Look at those, like, the pancake. The pancakes have a little sting bee on them. Okay, that's actually pretty great. That's great. Oh, yeah, Bowser's Castle looks really cool. Oh, there's a great screenshot of that Pirate Wario. Look at that. Having a bunch of kebabs by Wario's shipyard. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You'll always be hungry playing this game. Yeah. Yep. There's Aristocrat King Boo at the Boo Cinema. Little Bowser Jr. in his Boy Scout outfit. That's some RPG meat right there. The Pokey with the Pokey. Is there a way to turn the timer off in battle modes? I'm gonna, and after I finish looking through all these screenshots, I'm gonna go back to the battle mode section and really look through that to see if I can find anything about that. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure yet, but we shall see. Oh, a candy apple. That's a fun one. All this, like, festival food. Takoyaki, yep. Notably, I think they're also showing, like, what costume you get from the food if the character has a costume. Because, like, the Pokey, that was just because, look, the food looks like a Pokey. Not all the time, but I do think for some of these, they're showing us what costume you would get with it. Oh, yeah, they've definitely been working on this for quite some time. All right, now we're looking at some other items, like the hammer. Coin box. I guess there's no other new items. I think if there were other new items, they would have detailed it here. Yeah, so I guess there aren't any other new items. They also didn't go over Mario Kart TV or anything like that, so... I don't know. Aurora Rosalina using the Ice Flower. And it's the Chemic item, transforming everybody. Wow, look at that. That's a lot of characters getting transformed in the moment. Bowser afraid of the giant toad behind him. That's actually hilarious. Okay, that's the last one there. Okay. What are the screenshots? Go to game modes. Oh, okay, we got some menus in here too. Some of these might just be the same thing as from the Direct. Some of these may be like direct screenshots straight out of the Direct. Okay. Okay. 3 balloons. Characters have 5 balloons. Mario's claimed 3. So this is a specific battle map. We have the down on the lower right, we have the mini map for what it looks like. That kind of straight path through down the middle, I guess you can't go all the way through. Like, you can't just like make it like a big open circle. I think you probably have to stick to the map within there. So there's a lot of paths and a lot of like thin areas to this one. If you want to play with your stick biker Bowser, you're gonna need to scroll to 200 pages. No, because there is a sort button. The sort button, we don't know to what degree it works yet, but it might let you place characters exactly where you want. It might sort them by characters. It might sort them in different ways. That sort button should help so you don't have to scroll through tons of pages. Some battle maps are actually raising tracks, but then they made it in small areas. Yeah, definitely seems like it. Okay, so look at coin runners in N64 Big Donut. Bunch of coins all over the place. They still have the way to glide through the middle. Just like in Mario Kart 7. Doesn't look like any new costumes in the mini-map. Okay. Continuing. Setting favorites would be nice. I agree. Okay, more N64 Big Donut and 2-player split-screen battle mode. We have a timer up top. Bowser has 7 points and is in first. Mario is 2. You get the crown, notably the same crown as like versus mode or whatever. It's not a different crown specifically for battle mode. Okay. Keeping an eye on the minimap in case an unrevealed character slips through the cracks. Yeah, I definitely think they're trying their best to hide more characters, but yeah. Hoping it, yeah, so favoring them would be nice. Keep an eye on the minimap, yeah. Give me Diddy, Funky, PD, Koopalings. Yeah, I do hope they're in the game. This would have been a good time to reveal them if they were. So I'm a little worried they may not be, but I guess we'll see how it goes. I also just got I just got specifically a notification because I'm trying to keep an eye on my notifications in case somebody points out something like on social media that I follow. Or like someone tags me of like something that they found worth noting. I got a notification of a comment on my reaction that, oh, I kept talking over it. That's what you do in reactions. You're reacting to it. Anyway. Just find it funny that it specifically gave me a notification for that. Regular screenshot has a suspicious leaf blocking part of the shot. I don't think it's that it's there to block. I think it's more of an environmental thing. But because there's also like a level of blur and all that, it's probably making us think it gets blocking something of note, but it may not actually be. Okay, let's see. The 4-player split screen is the same snowy battle map or DK Pass styled one that we see before. And we've seen players drive through here as well as in the trailer, like through in between sections. So this definitely confirms that like the battle courses are kind of integrated into the main world map. You're able to drive through them as part of courses, and when battle mode happens, they block them off as dedicated battle mode. You knew 4-player was a given, but like 4 players back. Yeah, it is nice to actually see more of like 4-player stuff. Do you think the FPS will so drop? Yeah, we did. They did in the direct show 4 players at once split screen, and that did not look the best. It did not look the best. To put it lightly, at least. Okay, what is this one? Okay, this is by Salty Speedway. This is a different looking map. Okay, we have... Everybody's in their standard carts. Mario's in the lead with 4 points. This map's kind of interesting because this one just feels like a random spot in the world, as opposed to like an actual dedicated map. The layout of it looks a bit more complex because it's kind of in the middle of Salty Speedway. No, Metal Mike, we've seen mushrooms as well. So we know the mushroom item is back, and we know the food is also there, so they exist together. Yeah, I have seen the Rob bike. It's been sent to me from social media. I haven't seen where it's from, though, if it's from websites or somewhere in the trailer. I'm going through a bunch of press release screenshots first, or press kit screenshots first, before I dive back into the rest of that. Oh, this is also teams. Okay. Oop. There's a battle map around Moo Moo Meadows. Okay, you know what? That's kind of fun, actually. That's kind of fun. And looking at this one, you don't have to stick to the roads directly. There's a couple characters on the map there, notably Baby Rosalina and Daisy, if you look right in the middle. They're not on the roads, so this one looks like... And there's also coins that are not on the roads, so it looks like you can kind of go everywhere for this one. So this one's basically like a big open field. It's in the trailer? Okay. I'll find it in the trailer. I will find it in the trailer when I get back to that, then, yeah. But that does confirm there are more vehicles, there are more things hiding in this game, which is good. Okay. I love that Moo Moo Meadows is actually here as a battle track, too. I think that's actually pretty cool. And this is a better way to do it than how Mario Kart 8 did it originally. Okay, let's see here. Team coin runners, 4-player. Mario's doing the charge jump. Doesn't look like there's much else of note here. Okay, this is multiplayer with the cameras. Looks like the same stuff that was in the Direct itself. Oh, Mario at the question block. Wario with the coin stack. Mario with the P-switch. Finishing a mission. Okay, that's straight out of the Direct. The camera stuff is actually pretty funny, I agree. This is the mission that we saw, or another mission we saw in the Direct. Getting a Peach medallion. Driving to the truck. Is the next screenshot going to be of the actual truck? Yes, it is. Look how destructive that is. That poor bus getting pushed off the cliff. That's so funny. Explorer, Baby Rosalina. Oh, look at Biker Bowser and Biker Jr. Look at that. That's a great screenshot. That's a great screenshot. These images are from the press kit for the game. So these are from the press kit for the Direct. So I'm looking through a bunch of these. If you want to scroll through if you want to scroll through the video or through the stream, I've been going through these for a little while because there's quite a lot of these screenshots. Oh, I love this. Look at them. Big rigs too. The truck got broken. Yeah, I think the truck breaks over time as you hit more things, and it just so it doesn't last forever. Bowser looks younger with the suit on. That is pretty funny. This is a great picture of the three of them. Will specific characters have unique animations if they meet each other? They may. That's interesting. So I guess these are frames for the photos. This might have been in the Direct and I like glazed over it. But, okay. So, yeah, so you have the frames that you can put in the photos, which is actually pretty cool. I do like that. Yeah, the MKTV frame. Yep. Yoshi would include Pauline more with the other girls. I do get that. It would be nice. Okay, yeah, it's good that they're previewing some of the photo frames that you can see here. Interesting. You could also frame it for you can crop them and frame it for portrait. MKTV magazine. Grand Prix foods you shouldn't skip. In-depth review of the Spiny Shell, the 2025 model. What to wear on race day. All right. What you see when you take it slow. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I think this confirms to me that you can basically, using the photo mode and probably MKTV with the highlights, you could probably save you could save these things directly to the console, which as we know, the Nintendo Switch app for Switch 2, it automatically sends your photos and videos to your phone and to that app, so then you can upload it to social media, because this is like social media ready right here. Being 15 minutes wasn't a red flag for this. Honestly, being 15 minutes was not a red flag, because the Mario Wonder Direct was 15 minutes, and that actually had a lot in it. Yeah, being 15 minutes wasn't a red flag here, because the original Mario Kart 8 Direct that was 30 minutes long had 5 minutes worth of new information in it. So, no, not all these screenshots are from the Direct. These are from the press kit. Oh, this looks nice. Look at the two of them, the Biker Wario and Waluigi. That's a great one. 2 large battle maps. Yeah, so now that we're not looking at battle mode anymore from those screenshots specifically, I'll go through it more when we go through the trailer, but there's definitely a few battle maps. We have one by DK Pass, one at Moo Moo Meadows, one at Salty Salty Speedway, N64 at Big Donut. Might just be those 4 for the moment, but don't know where you can find the press kit. People are probably uploading all the images from this to places like the Mario Wiki soon. I have access to the press kit. I was given access to it, but I don't. It's not a public it's not a full-on public access thing. So this Direct did confirm something that I brought up in my original analysis, which was good, which is the fact that you can indeed choose to just do the 3 laps on any course. That big concern everybody had, no longer there. You can do 3 laps on any course, or do any of the routes. They did go out of their way to confirm that. That was good on them. That was very good for them to do. No, you cannot select the wheels and wings anymore. There is no more kart building. No worry, Jumbo Man. Okay. Wow, Peach Stadium has a lot of routes. Peach Stadium kind of being in the middle of where it is, everything kind of connects to it, so that's actually really cool. Okay, so looking at the versus race screen, I mean, some of these are screenshots straight from the Direct. So I'll talk more about this when I go to the Direct itself. Different teams. Or 3. Or 4. Yep. Okay, that's the last one there. Okay. Let me go back to screenshots. Went through characters, game modes, items, new moves. Oh, that is literally only 4 screenshots, Nintendo. These are not really gonna tell me too much. That's not new. The smart steering and auto accelerator are not new. Rail grinding is new, at least. Wall grinding is new. Arguably more interesting than the anti-grav from Mario Kart 8. And yeah, riding on water. Does it look like any new characters are in the background? Yeah. Alright. That is everything from the press kit. So we're going to come back to this. Okay, so, battle maps. We have this one in the train station. We have Salty Salty Speedway. We have N64 Big Donut. We have Moo Moo Meadows. We have the one by DK Pass. Okay, so we actually have a decent amount of battle modes, it looks like.
Your rivals' balloons. Pop them all and your rivals out. And coin runners. where you can go for the gold by collecting the most coins. Race or battle, enjoy whatever drives you.
Yeah, and we've got quite a few like battle mode songs from other games throughout this trailer too, so it sounds like we're gonna have a few of those available as like songs to listen to during all this. Yeah, they didn't go into anything with the music either. I thought for sure they were gonna go into some sort of like radio music player, but yeah, once again, Don, thank you for letting me go through the press kit there. Definitely found some fun things to look through there, but nothing that needed like a super zoom for like a big deep dive. But it is very handy to go through, so thank you. We have not seen 200cc yet, but it is possible that 200cc or mirror or extra for like reverse or something. It's possible those are still here because every Mario Kart game has more than just 150cc. It's got 50, 100, 150, and there's typically something after 150. They just haven't shown it here. There might be more. They might be purposely trying to keep more things secret for now. So we'll see. No Renegade Roundup. Yeah, the fact that we didn't have the Piranha Plant item anymore was kind of a nail in the coffin on that one, but yeah, they're unlockable. Yeah, exactly. Rip Yoshi. Rip Yoshi. Okay, so they don't actually give us a ton of info on battle mode here. Just the fact that it's balloon battle and coin runners.
Burst your rival's balloon. Pop off locally or online in balloon battle.
Okay, so we have 6 maps for battle that they showed. I think some of the other battle maps people have found around the world map are probably true as well. That's 6 maps, and it's just balloon battle and coin runners. Maybe there's more later on. Hard to say. Those are the 2 that they focus here, though, so I think those are the only 2 modes that are here in
and coin runners, where you can go for the
launch.
gold by collecting the most coins.
You know,
And coin.
we're seeing a lot of variants to this bike. I think this is like the 4th or 5th version of this bike that we've seen now at this point. Okay. So, yeah, battle mode is not quite as big as it was in Mario Kart 8. I think that's okay. I'm going to run us back. I'm going to start actually taking a closer look into a lot of different aspects of this now. Kamek and Piranha Plant swap roles? Yeah. Yeah, they did. I'm going to be pausing a lot as a heads up, as I'm trying to look into each scene and see if there's something worth looking at or pointing out. Just as a heads up. And you're right, was that elimination-based battle mode returning? I'll look again during the battle mode section, but it's hard to say. I think elimination-based would make more sense given that we have Knockout Tour. But we'll see. Okay, that's like the Dry Bones map. Look at the Buzzy Beetle, like the Parabuzzies.
Drivers, start your...
Okay, so... Where is it? We've seen this section in the last trailer, technically, but this does look to be that battle map. You're also just driving through it here.
Your engines. Welcome
This is
to
heading
the
toward the
Mario
shipyard.
Kart World.
Yeah, look at this route to Bowser Castle. Wow. Look at that. Got a Yoshi's diner over on the right. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna change this from a window capture. One moment. I'm gonna set it to capturing the whole screen there. Give me a second. This is probably gonna look very weird for a second. Oh god. Okay. Alright. And then... Oop. And then... You'll see why I'm doing this in just a second. This will make sense momentarily. Alright, I do need to crop it a little bit. Shouldn't be that big of an issue, but... Alright. Okay, so. Turquoise arrow. Yes, I do have a turquoise arrow. So, the reason why I changed it to that is so you can see me zoom. So we got a Yoshi's Diner over here. And I want to point out this Yoshi's Diner because it's Black Yoshi, who doesn't have an alt costume yet. Confirmed, that is. We've only seen... Well, I say only. We've seen 9 Yoshis. Presumably, based on my first analysis, characters can have 10 costumes. We see Mario have 10 costumes. But so far, Yoshi only has the 9. 9 different colors. Black Yoshi might still be here, given that there's now a precedent of there is a Black Yoshi in-game in some way. So, we shall see in that case. But I figured that was worth pointing out here.
Game.
Wait.
Or engine.
I gotta slow this down real quick. We're gonna set this to 0.5% speed. I'm gonna mute it. Watch down here. Okay. They blow up the bomb car, and it takes out the fire piranha plant hazard on the truck nearby. So those hazards are destructible from the environment as well. You don't think they're hiding anything of value, though, just characters and tracks. Characters and tracks are kind of the core thing of the game, though. Those are of value. Those are of value. I also think they're hiding more modes like 200cc or mirror mode. So okay. So point is, I think that's funny. What's happening over here with all these pipes? Ah, okay. Okay. For those of you who may just be tuning in, if you're curious on anything that we have found so far, I've been shown the Rob bike. We'll get to it here in the direct as I'm kind of like watching through, bit by bit, trying to find anything else we're talking about. I have seen the Rob bike. We went through the press kit and the Japanese website. We have confirmation that you unlock vehicles at coin milestones. So like at 100 coins, you unlock a random vehicle, just like in Mario Kart 8. We've also seen 6 different battle maps between the battle section in the trailer and the press kit images. Let me set this back to normal.
Which 2 system?
Also turn it back up.
What kind of races?
Like I said, it will be pausing a lot.
Wait,
I'm just trying to make sure to take a look and see if there's anything else of note with any of the characters. Maybe any costumes that might have slipped through, any characters that might have slipped through. Pro Racing Birdo.
Place in each
That looks like Pro Racing Peach up ahead. Okay,
Grand
okay.
Prix.
Hope you unlock most characters, not just the costumes. No, you definitely unlock a lot of the characters, too. You definitely unlock a lot of the characters, too. The Japanese website confirms what we already knew of the Kamek item unlocks characters for you, too.
But why stop there? Across cities, plains,
Okay,
a
we got the
desert.
town. I love how this random car is just driving alongside this monstrosity.
And even the ocean. You can drive virtual.
I don't think this is any different. Although I do want to point out in the
desert.
ocean scene,
And even
like I had noted during my live reaction, I didn't realize this is a big Mario Kart sign over the bridge, and I love that it's even called the Crown Bridge. The SNES Mario Kart reference with DK and Yoshi scene, yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Coin shop like Fortnite where you could buy things to collect the coins over time. Maybe, but I think that's something they would have shown off here if that was the case. Kamek item unlocking Toko Tokos. It's possible. It's possible.
ocean, you can drive virtually everywhere in this fully interconnected world. Races.
We've been going for an hour. We've been going for over an hour already. That's
courses
okay. Oh, we also had a long. We also had a fun conversation with my friend Jake. He was streaming. He called me on Discord, and we had a fun conversation.
Span this world, and you can freely drive between.
So flying around, going over to Mario Circuit, we see P switches. We see actually a couple P switches over here. So there's definitely like a lot of them close together. Like there's one right here, and then there's one right over here. So they're definitely not too far apart in a lot of cases. They didn't talk about the semi-truck, but they did show it. So I guess they just didn't feel the need to talk about it because they want it to be something you discover and really figure out how it works on your own.
There's a
Mario, Dry Bones, Peach, Snowman, Fishbone, Bass Jr., Chart and Shock. I think that's Parabitty Bud. Pianta, Toadette. Okay.
Only at the starting line.
What about here? Okay. Nobody knew over here either, it looks like. Okay, okay. You prefer the planes over gliders? I like them, but given that Mario Kart Tour has like well over 100 gliders, I would have liked to see them make more fun use of those because we just don't have enough with the gliders in like the core Mario Kart games, I think. But let's see. All right.
Introduce some of the courses that are waiting for you.
Okay, so yeah, so they went to the courses.
Here we go.
Bunch of characters in. Okay. Look at the shots for some of these courses, though. Like, they look so pretty. I'm surprised the press kit didn't have stuff for the courses. Thinking on that.
Found throughout the world.
Not a big deal. It's just
by their surrounding
notable.
Region.
All these little like toad houses around.
Let's take a look.
What's my take on Mario Kart? Oh, I'm beyond excited for it. I'm really looking forward to this. Okay, let's see.
Look at some of the new courses to explore.
Okay. 1 second. What else can we find here? So this is the lead up to Great Question Block Ruins. Okay, no, nothing new there. Okay,
Ride the
Mario
Brothers
Circuit.
on Mario.
Are the cars? I don't think. Okay, so we've seen gameplay of Mario Brothers Circuit from like Treehouse Live during Grand Prix and stuff. The cars were not obstacles during the course normally. That was just in free roam.
Right.
So that's curious.
The ridges and roads.
I mean, they're not like obstacles that are really gonna hurt you, but like. Oh wait, no. I think. Okay, never mind. No, this is not just Mario Brothers Circuit because I see the route they're taking is going around. So this is an intermission version of it. So okay, no, the intermissions would have the cars. Okay, no, we're good.
Roads on
What if the Final Cup is all rainbow roads in a mini connected Rainbow Sky area? Oof. I mean, that would be cool, but I don't know. They make it sound like it might just be a Rainbow Road
Mario
course,
Brothers
but we'll see.
Circuit.
Favorite Rainbow Road is the Wii Rainbow Road. That is a really good one.
And cruise the curves around the canyon. You can't miss.
Sidestepper. And none of them look new.
See,
Yeah, this is part of Crown City.
structures of Crown City.
For racing Yoshi. This is the Sailor Baby Daisy that I pointed out. Based on the suit. It's just like a white version instead of the dark one that Baby Rosalina has. Mario Kart World's one of the least hype big launch games for Nintendo system for you. That's fair. For me, it's probably the most hype because we've never had a Mario Kart at launch, or at least not that I can remember. So this is one of the biggest launches to me. And I think with how well Mario Kart Deluxe sold, Nintendo's hoping that's the case for a lot of people. Okay, let's see. Let's see. People are saying it's bad? No. I think people are just disappointed. I think people are disappointed because it's not quite what they want, but this Mario Kart actually looks very, very good. People have been asking for a new Mario Kart for years, and they get one. And yeah, people are saying they have nothing. We're in an era right now where a lot of people are negatively. So a lot of people kind of default to negativity just because they're not getting what they want, whether they realize it or not. So a lot of this Mario Kart is good. A lot of the people that actively went and played it at like Switch 2 experiences loved it and had a blast with it. And I think realistically, a lot of the concerns people are having with this come from just looking at it and also like pricing. And I understand that, but I think it's not as bad as people are worried about. Because this definitely looks to be the best Mario Kart we've had in a very long time. Yeah, it has to do with like high expectations, yeah. Yeah, I see a lot of people coming up with the idea of like the special cut being just Rainbow Roads, and I do think that would be really cool if that's the case. Little disappointed, but doesn't stop this game from being really good. What we don't know is a mystery. What we do know is peak. Exactly, Pixel Craftian. Exactly. Exactly. More disappointed we got an overview trailer rather than an actual direct. Yeah, I can definitely get that. Okay, look at Yoshi's pro racing suit here. He's actually wearing an outfit. It's not just red Yoshi with a helmet and gloves. He's actually got like a full-on racing suit on as well. Branded to Yoshi's, of course. Peach, Deep Forest Explorer. Boo Cinema. Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Soar in style down
Bakitu the Fisherman.
Main Street.
Okay.
Drift along the rapid
Okay, Salty
waterways of
Speedway.
Salty Speedway. And make
Any one thing of note here? Touring Rosalina, Mariachi Waluigi, Pro Racer Mario, that like worker outfit for Wario, Dolphin. No, okay.
a splash around the city's canals.
24/7, 365 days a week. What Boo Cinema needs is a union. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty funny.
Stay
Oh,
cool
look
in the
at
snowy
Starview
trails of
Peak. It looks
Starview
so
Peak.
good.
Just don't slip off while soaking up the scenery.
I love that we've got.
Have
I love that we got Aurora
spirited
Rosalina.
showing
It's so
at the
good.
Ghostly movie theater.
Okay, so I just want to point out, like I noted during the direct, during the live reaction, Vampire Waluigi has his silly L embroidered on these gloves. That's crazy. That's actually pretty cool. Galaxy fanboy. I do love Mario Galaxy. Give me one moment. One moment. Okay. Yeah, the Ghost Valley's near Boo Cinema. Yeah, I didn't catch those in my initial analysis, but here in the direct I saw people talking about it, and yeah, those are definitely the SNES Ghost Valleys. So yeah, we do have these SNES courses integrated into the world, but not like selectable courses. They're like part of the greater area, which is still really cool.
And a whole
Which
thing at the Ghostly movie theater, Boo Cinema.
okay, no, we don't see any more of like the lobby
It's
or
a
anything.
whole
Okay,
new kind of drive-in theater.
this is such a cool course.
And
Okay, the Bowser's Castle
in
also goes
addition
hard.
to lots of new courses,
Is this the W? Yeah, that is
there's
W Chopper.
Toad's Factory,
Okay, Toad's Factory. Look at all the items getting made.
Peach Beach,
Peach Beach, which I think this is the same clip that we've seen before of it.
Wario
Rio
Shipyard,
Shipyard.
and more.
Lumas are cute, and I'm very excited for the potential of Luma to be playable. I really hope so, but... El Pinchy, welcome, welcome. Yes, I was indeed previously part of Game Explain, now doing my own thing. We're doing our live analysis here, taking a look at more things in the Mario Kart World Direct.
Nostalgic courses from past titles are also here.
Okay.
But now they're
So,
reimagined and spread throughout the world.
Reimagined. Them saying reimagined is such a big thing because a lot of these really are reimagined. Like I really went into a lot of it during my my original analysis, which is linked in the description if you haven't already given it a watch. But like N64 Choco Mountain, for example, is like unrecognizable aesthetically, even though like course layout wise it's very similar.
During the day or at night.
You worry we've seen the whole launch roster? I don't think we have. I don't think we have. I think they're showing us 50 of them, and I definitely think we've seen most of them, but I don't think we've seen all of them. Above the castle, there's a Star Lake. Yeah, I'm curious about what could be in that Star Lake. Do I think tournament mode is gone? They didn't talk about tournaments in the online, so I am kind of worried. And we saw the online menu. I am a little worried tournament mode might be gone, and that does make like my community races, my Mario Kart Mondays I do on Twitch a little bit difficult, right? You hope the rewind will rewind all characters in single player. It does not actually. It doesn't. The rewind they even outlined in here. The rewind only does you. So the risk versus reward for using it. I did point. I have seen the Star Lake on the map. It was in the original map. I talked about it during my predictions stream as well, where maybe they have something there, but it's rather big. So I don't know if it's like a battle map or yeah.
Characters like Mario.
You'd be shocked if we get Side Stepper but not Luma. Yeah.
Luigi. Peach. Bowser.
Trying to see if there's anyone else of note around during these segments.
And Yoshi. Plus new drivers like Goomba.
New drivers like these. Yeah.
Spike. And that's right, Cow.
Cow is
Even
so fun.
more new race.
Okay, so hold on. So if there's 12 characters per page, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 pages. We have 13 pages there. And because I am not very good at math, I'm gonna pull this up. That's 156 slots. It's 156 slots. I don't think that's all of them, though. I don't think that's all of them. If I run this back a little.
That's right, Cow.
Yeah, it includes costumes as well, right? So look, this is page 2, right? So you had 12. This is 24.
More new races.
36. We know there's 50 unique characters. But the very next page, we can already see that this very next page starts costumes. We see Mario's touring outfit. We see... I actually can't tell who that one is. We see touring Rosalina. So you see costumes already start on that next page. So...
are waiting and...
Yeah, Yoshi's. So... And new characters are also mixed into there. So... I don't think this reflects the full final... I don't think this is necessarily the full thing. Especially since we have seen characters like Mario get 10 costumes, alright? That's 9 costumes plus normal Mario. That's 10 character slots dedicated just to Mario. Many other characters we've already found like somewhere between like 7 to 9 of them. So if we assume every character has 10 costumes like Mario, that's, or at least the 24 characters that have costumes have 10 like Mario, that's 240, which would not fit on what we already have for this character's roster here. So I don't think this reflects the final character select screen. I don't think this reflects the character select screen by the end of it. I definitely think there's still more going on here. This is just showing enough that they can scroll through and be like, wow, look, there's a lot here. But it's not all of them.
Select your character.
Also, that animation for selecting Daisy, so good. So good.
Even more new racers are waiting and ready to roll.
Look how long her sleeves are.
Select your character.
Yeah, and there's daisies.
Choose
It might be unlock order. Bubba, you're right. It might be based on unlock order. Unless you hit the sword button, of course. I don't think there's going to be a presentation on June 5th, no. There's a brown tornado in the back of Yoshi when he's facing us. Let me run it back.
race as familiar characters like Mario and Yoshi.
Yeah, back here, there's some sort of like big tornado in this deserty area. Not sure what it would do. It's probably a hazard, obviously, but not too sure how it's gonna go. Is this the worst direct in history? No.
Plus, new drop.
Absolutely not. If you guys think that's the worst direct, you've got some nostalgia blinding some other directs. The original Mario Kart 8 direct was awful. No matter how nostalgic you may be for quirky Nintendo, there's 5 minutes of notable new details in that old Mario Kart 8 direct in a 36-minute long direct. Maybe tournament modes hidden in the versus race menu for some reason. It's possible, but it's also possible. It's also possible tournament mode might be gone at this point. Oh, sorry, had an alarm go.
Are waiting and ready to roll. Select your character.
So,
choose your vehicle.
Yeah, so I definitely think there's.
Then you're off to the races. Characters and
probably more for characters
so
and for vehicles. Okay, so vehicles, right? So we know of. Oh, also look at Bowser's. Look at Bowser's cute scoot. It's got little piranha plant spitting fire. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, the original Mario Kart 8 Direct. The original Mario Kart 8 Direct only had Pink Gold Peach, Baby Rosalina, the Super Horn, and like online modes as like the only new information in that entire thing in 36 minutes. So no, the Mario Kart Directs, Blackstorm, I do agree, they do feel a bit forced. This is basically just a big overview trailer, but it's branded as a direct. Because it's branded as a direct, people are critiquing it like a direct. That's the problem. Okay, anyway. So, 4 pages of carts here. So, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so there's also 12. There's 12 carts per page. Okay. That's... Okay. So, that's significantly more than we've seen. We have seen 39, now 40 with the Rob bike. We've seen 40 carts. This makes 48 if it's completely filled in, all 12 slots on each. Which is not bad. That's pretty good, actually. That's more than Mario Kart 8 has. I don't know if there'll be more than these 4. It could also be that the characters, maybe they just don't have everything unlocked here necessarily, and this is just what they have for this portion, but... Wonder if a DLC that might make it free because of the price backlash or it was planned all along. Hard to say. Mario Wonder's Direct was also an overview, but with info that hasn't seen compared to Mario Kart World. Yeah. So, yeah, Mario Wonder was the same kind of thing, except that one had more new information. This one, realistically, for the average person who only really watched Nintendo Treehouse Live and the Switch 2 Direct, this had new information for them. This had some new information for the rest of us, like what battle mode is like, for example, and how online works. But for people like me, who overanalyze and creates an hour-long analysis over the course of 2 weeks, it's mostly information I found and went through already.
Okay. That best suits you.
Okay, taking a look at more of these.
2 main styles of race.
I don't mind that cart customization is gone. I'm actually not bothered by it being gone at all.
In both modes, up to
Love, you can jump on another racer and bounce off of them, do tricks. Yeah, that is a pretty fun detail. It's pretty good.
4 drivers can participate.
Wait, what was Daisy's outfit there?
In both modes, up to
Interesting. In her biker outfit, not only does Daisy get a ponytail, it's like a side ponytail. Okay. That's pretty cool, actually. Good for her.
24 drivers can participate.
You guess they just wanted to put all in one video so the info's out there separately? Yeah, I think so.
The most in series history.
Yeah, you're right. We've seen a lot from Mario Kart World. That's why it seems disappointing. Yeah, that is why. It's because we've seen a lot. So the song playing, by the way, is like old Mario Kart battle music. I believe it's double dashes.
Rivals aren't the only hazards you'll need to avoid on the road. Look out for cars that shoot bullet bills, attacks from Hammer Brothers, and other obstacles along the way. Try to steer clear.
Look at the graffiti in the area. You got a conch door. You got an angry wiggler. I saw a nabbit. There's signs from Morton Construction in the area. Oh, wait, that's something. That's a sticker for Pom Pom, who we've not seen anywhere in this game at all yet. That could be a sign of something. Blooper sticker, Nibbler Plant, Koopa Clown. Is that a Womp? I think that's a Womp. Yeah, alright. Pom Pom. We've seen Boom Boom. We've not seen Pom Pom as an obstacle. But again, I kind of feel like right now a lot of anything that has advertisements or if it has advertisements, if it has a presence on the course, it seems like it might be playable. So I think it's entirely possible some of these characters are still playable, they just haven't shown them off yet. Alright, Grand Prix.
And now, get ready for Grand
I agree, a blooper playable would be great.
With Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, Star Cup, and more. Grand Prix races are held all around the game's world. You'll race through 4 different courses in each cup and aim for the top spot. In Mushroom Cup, you'll start off racing around.
Glad they didn't show paid DLC here. Yeah, I think DLC will be paid at this point, and I think that's why they didn't show it here. They want to wait to show that now until after the game itself comes out.
While the second race will take you from Mario Brothers Circuit to Crown City.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to play as soon as the game comes out.
For the first
100%.
time, you'll need to drive yourself to the next course in Grand Prix. So don't sleep at the wheel.
Okay. Yeah, so look at this. Okay, so we see, so the Mushroom Cup appears.
And if you conquer all Grand
Prix,
Cups, rumor has it that a certain colorful course will appear.
And then Rainbow Road appears. So, what would you do with that? How would... Okay, so we see they're racing. It comes from Peach Stadium, meaning it probably goes down that route.
Rumor has it
Oh, we knew it was N64 Wario Stadiums. We knew it was N64 Wario Stadiums.
that a certain colorful course will appear.
And that's their tease for Rainbow Road, which also looks to be right above the bridge, the crown bridge that says Mario Kart on it. So it's actually in a very good place in that case. So given like the route that you see here, this is probably part of the route for it. You know, you have these areas blocking it off, so this is kind of a straightaway. That's probably going to lead to something shooting straight up into the Rainbow Road. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to start dragging chat around. Okay.
Next.
Okay. Gonna go into Knockout Tour now, so we're gonna see how this goes, but it shouldn't be... I don't think this had a ton of new info either. So I'm just checking some notifications really quick. Making sure I don't have anything important that others are trying to let me know of. Maybe someone found something, they're like, oh my god, look at this. Just making sure. Okay, no, we seem to be good. Okay.
Next up is a new mode, Knockout Tour.
You want a Donkey Kong Direct? I don't think they're going to do a Direct for Donkey Kong. I think they're just going to
and more.
Drop an
These
overview
extended
trailer.
Races take you from one end of the world to the other. Get ready
It sounds like everybody's expecting some level of classic appearance in the Rainbow Road, like something referencing older ones, and I think that'd be cool.
For a sprint.
There's definitely a ton of music, which is why a lot of people are theorizing there's some sort of like radio feature, and I'm really surprised they didn't detail that here.
You've got to place.
Very light story elements in the open world. I feel like they would have done that here. I feel like they would have talked about it here, but
You want to
I don't know.
stay in the race.
This Pro Racer Koopa looks pretty good.
Speed towards checkpoints throughout the world. If you don't make the cut, you're out of the running.
People think all games are gonna be 80. No, it's just Mario Kart right now.
Buckle up. The competition gets more
Okay, no, Luigi does a trick there.
intense as
Okay.
you close in on the checkpoints. You've got to Drive to Survive in Knockout Tour.
Also, I think this is Faraway Oasis. I think this is the map Faraway Oasis that we're looking at right here too.
So keep your eyes on the prize and aim for first place.
Wario wins, he yells. Ooh, that was a cool little detail. Watch the emblem on the cart, right? I'm gonna slow this down actually. Watch the emblem on the cart. That's where the headlight is. So when you, unlike Mario Kart 8, where Mario Kart 8 the headlights appeared if they were ever needed in the course, they were just always there and on. But now we actually see dynamically when Wario ends up needing the headlight, the emblem opens up. I don't know if this will be the case on every kart, but at least ones like this that don't naturally have headlights on it. That's cool. I like that. That's actually like a really nice little design. That's a nice little design choice. I really like that. Okay.
Items can drastically change the outcome of a race.
I do agree, Cade, that I don't think they did enough with this direct to convince people why the game is $80 for people that weren't already going to buy it. I do agree they didn't do a good job convincing what's here to really make that worth it. But I don't know. As someone, I've been excited. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm getting it anyway, but
Here are some new items that'll help you out.
okay. So
Coin shop.
items. Oh, wait a second. That was a little bit more on
Here are
What I
some
think
new
is Sailor
items
Koopa
that'll
Troopa?
help you out.
Okay, yeah, I definitely think this is Sailor Koopa Troopa. Got that little like white and blue sailor hat. This is not a new costume. I pointed this out in my analysis. I'm just like reconfirming I think that's what this is now that we get a better look at it.
Coin shell. When you throw a coin shell, coins will appear. Now's your chance to grab them. Just don't let your rivals cash in first.
Okay.
Ice block.
Coin shell. Well, I just wanna take a moment to appreciate Aurora Rosalina. Because I'm so happy this alt is back in the game. This was my favorite one in Mario Kart Tour. So it's great having this back here.
Ice flower. With the ice flower, you can freeze out rivals and
Look at Monty Mole and his little orange pipe frame.
send them spinning. Hammer.
Oh, you know what? This is a new one. I didn't have this in my analysis. It's Mechanic Luigi. Yeah, because you got the backwards cap, the white jump. Like, yeah, that's Mechanic Luigi. That I definitely didn't have that in my analysis. I don't know if we knew about that one before. Okay. Good.
Aim the hammer in an arc.
Aurora Rosalina amiibo. Oh, that would be fantastic. Yeah, look, there's a... Oh, actually, we can also get a look at the back of Daisy's outfit. I think that's a flower. So I noted in my analysis that the back of these biker suits for the princesses are different now. Normally they all had a heart, just like Peach, but it was, you know, colored to their outfit, which didn't really make sense to me. But now they're different. Peach's has her crown within in like a heart shape. This looks like Daisy's flower. It's a bit hard to tell, but yeah. So okay, they do all have some changes to their biker suits that actually make it feel more like them. That's good. That's good.
Nailed it! Hammers also stay on the course for a short time and can
Stay on the
be
course
used
for a
to
time.
block
Yeah,
off
so
rivals.
yep, so they can drive right. You can drive right into them.
With the Mega Mushroom, go big, so your rivals will go home. Feather. Use the feather to jump up and avoid attacks.
So jumping over things. Nice that they confirmed too. You
may
can
even
jump over
discover
red
some
shells and items with it.
unexpected routes.
Yeah, Kate, I did read about GameStop having a bunch of pre-orders. So I do think pre-orders are going to go smoothly. We just need them to actually start. Please, we need them to start.
Comic.
Okay, I don't like that Kamek isn't that the item is just the Kamek item, because that makes me feel like Kamek won't be playable now. More random enemies like Boom Boom, Blooper, or Chain Chomp be unlockable and playable. Main characters like Diddy, Funky, PD, or King Babam be added in. I could see that. To the game too, with bigger updates, including new courses, etc., whether they're free or extra. Cost. Yeah, yeah, Janice, I definitely think you're on the right track there. Yeah.
With Comics Magic, your rivals
I don't like how they say comic.
transform. What other mysterious effects will happen?
Yeah, so they spawn in a bunch of enemies, everyone transforms
You'll
into
have
them.
to see for
Seemingly, you unlock them. I'm fully convinced if Kamek can spawn it, it's unlockable. I just think the demo build did not have every single one because they want surprises in the game. It had the obstacles themselves spawnable, the enemies themselves spawnable, but not transformed for the characters.
The lower your placement, the more likely you are to find items
so
that'll
bullet
turn
bill.
the tables. So when you get items,
And
go
lightning
for it.
with arrow Pauline on the lobster bike. Wait a second, was there something new there?
You get items, go for it.
They're all small and hard to tell. No, okay.
And
Okay, here, there's only 4 pages. I don't know what's with this character select screen right here. There's no rhyme or reason to this look.
if you're new to the Mario Kart series, there are added support features to help you along the way.
1 page of cards to start with. If this is the starting roster, interesting. But yeah, no, again,
Added support
sorting
features to help you
sorting
along the
pages. I don't know.
way.
This might be the starting vehicle selection though, which is not much.
These include smart steering, which helps you stay on the course.
I'm so upset they couldn't turn smart steering
Tilt
off in the demo.
controls, where you can hold the Joy-Con 2 controller horizontally.
But that's definitely because they didn't want
Motion
people
controls
to
to
be
steer.
exploring too much during it.
And if you have the Joy-Con 2 wheel, you can feel like you're
Yes. Yeah, carts. Yeah, so carts are unlockable. According to the Japanese website. I'm just gonna pull it up. According to the Japanese website, you will unlock carts. Was it here? No, it was here. You unlock carts by collecting coins. So, just like Mario Kart 8. And it seems like you unlock them randomly.
really driving.
Okay, the Pirate Wario.
Ooh, how about a quick break? A snack sounds good.
It would
right
be
about
nice if you
now.
could sort the
Hey,
costumes of the
look,
character,
it's a
but we'll see.
drive-thru.
We know there's some sort of sorting feature, but we don't know what exactly it does. Are there unlockable characters? Yes. Yes. We know characters are unlockable. Many of the characters they even show in this trailer, like Spike, for example, are not part of the starting roster. A lot of those characters you get from the Kamek item, those are unlockable. You do not start with those characters. So we know 50 characters, but I think only 24 of them you start with, which are the ones from the original reveal. I think every new character otherwise you have to unlock. Yeah. Do you know inside drifting is back? I'm not sure there, unfortunately. The binoculars are still here. Although notably, I don't think these binoculars are here outside of free roam. They did not detail anything about this, so we still don't know what you could do there in free roam. So clearly, there's still more to free roam than we know about. So that means the pipe frame was unlockable. Yeah, you have to unlock the pipe frame, so I can't start using it right away. You want to work for the penguin? Fair. You want to work for Pogies and Tokotokas?
Yoshis, you can grab an order to go.
Also, I love that they're playing. Just listen. They're playing Yoshi Story music during this. It's like the sky levels or something from Yoshi Story.
Hey, look! It's a drive-thru. Here at Yoshi's, you can grab an order to go. Dash food. Take a bite, and you can.
I love the Yoshi's. Yoshi Story is one of my favorite games, so I'm just happy about that.
You can grab an order to go.
Okay, so
Dash food.
So it's called Dash Food. It's called Dash Food. That's important to know. Francisco Garcia, welcome, welcome. We are currently jumping through. We're currently really going through and analyzing this direct as best as I can.
Take a bite, and you can unlock outfits inspired by your meal. Eat some sushi and... Whoa, nice threads.
I love that there's Yoshi Story music. That makes me so happy. Okay, look at this character selection. All right, how many pages do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think 13 is what we had before when we were looking at it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 13 is what we had before as well. So, same as before. I see Pirate King Boo on the left. Someone with black shoes on the left. Can't really tell who that is. And Dolphin. She has 3 sushis. Yes, so some of the food items, like some of the food items give you multiples. So like we've also seen it with the kebab. So since the dash food works a lot like mushrooms and transforming you, sometimes you can get like doubles or triples with them as well. You're gonna start with Mario in the standard card, and once you unlock the pipe frame, you're gonna use the pipe frame. Yeah, that's fair. I get that. Yeah. So, and then we see the biker Yoshi, possibly, or no, that might be all-terrain Mario. I'm not 100% sure. All-terrain DK, I think, possibly a Koopa with a green shoe. Where was it? Yeah. So food items. Yeah. So since they work like mushrooms, sometimes you can get them as triples. But yeah, eating food is how you unlock the costumes. So if you want to unlock costumes to characters, you're gonna have to play that character and then go eat different food items. Go get different dash foods with them. Why didn't they just give us Captain Toad and Toadette? I don't know. I mean, Toadette is her exploring outfit, but it's a shame that this is Explorer Toad and not Captain Toad. But it would have been nice to get Captain Toad as an actual character. But how much food do you have to eat to get all the costumes? Mario looks to have 10 costumes. We don't see any new ones here. It looks like Mario has 10 costumes, so his main one, and then 9 alternate costumes. But they're themed to different areas. You don't just grab the food item 9 times and get it. You still have to, like, explore the world, grab it, grab the, I guess, thematically accurate food. Because if a character doesn't have a costume, let's say, like, we just saw, like, Peach eating the sushi, right? And that gave her this, yukata. If you play, I don't know, let's go with Bowser. If Bowser doesn't have his own, like, kimono or, like, Japanese-inspired outfit, eating the sushi is only going to give him a speed boost. It's not going to give him a costume. Wish you could have shown more of the extra vehicles.
Oh,
that's fair. I mean, it looks like we see a little bit more, but we'll go over it. Wow, the Cute Scoot really has a lot of different variants. This is yet another one.
Once unlocked, these outfits can be selected from the character selection screen.
Matsuri Yoshi. Okay. Yes, there it is. There's the Rob cart. Or the Rob bike. Look at that. The Famicom... Sorry. Family Computer Robot is what it says. It says Family Computer Robot. That's a cool bike, actually. That's a cool bike. Okay. That does confirm new vehicles. And the fact that there's 4 pages here, and that's on page 3. So, yes, there's definitely 48 vehicles at least. I see the pipe frame in the upper right. This one also looks like it might be something new, just judging by the tire. But I don't see enough to really tell, unfortunately. There's 3 tiers of the same food item. Yeah, it definitely, yeah, it does seem like there's multiple tiers of some of the food items, which I guess is, like, to make the item more worth it, other than changing your costume for, like, basically getting these, essentially, 1, 2, or 3 mushrooms out of it. Also, we see, right over here, we see the sticker system. If you press the plus button, you can change the sticker on the cart. That's what... If you look at the little section here with the little racing flags, that's where the sticker goes on a cart. On a vehicle, I should say.
Once unlocked, these outfits can be selected from the character selection screen.
We see Yoshi has that sticker somewhere on here, I think. Oh, yeah, duh. It's right there on the right, the one up fuel. That sticker or decal then ends up on there. And as we've seen in gameplay, it also shows it's like the badges of Mario Kart Tour. It goes next to your player icon. If you already have the costumes, you can use the dash food, like, boost. Yes, exactly. Yes. Imagine the Rob bike is actually the best bike. The fastest, just like Rob being the best character in DS. Was Rob, like, actually statistically the best character in DS? I never really, like, kept up with, like, competitive anything from Mario Kart DS. So... yeah, you unlock stickers, some missions, achievements, like a whole bunch of things like that.
Who knows what dishes?
Yeah, so look, there's 3 kebabs for Wario.
Make a pit stop.
Yoshi's chips.
And check out these drive-thrus all around the world.
That's fun.
That was a nice detour. Now let's get back to the action.
Yeah, I do love the Yoshi sponsor. Look at the pizza. That pizza has shrimp on it. Interesting. That's not bad. That's just definitely not what I would have expected.
Let's
the best character in DS is left and right on the D-pad.
Introduce some new tricks that'll help you ace each race. Charge jump. You can now...
I love that it's just called a charge jump. Throughout my analysis and others, like, we're calling it like you're charging up a jump. It's just called a charge jump.
Use a charge jump by holding the drift button while driving straight ahead. Charge and release to jump.
Okay. Ooh, wait, what is this song?
Ahead, charge, and release to jump. Use this to leap over obstacles. Grind along power lines. And dodge attacks from your rivals.
I can't tell what the song is. I don't know if it's familiar. It might just be a new one. I was trying to tell.
Charge and release to jump.
Is there a Mii that's dressed like Toad? No, we haven't seen a Mii yet. We've seen Toad in his pro racing outfit, which gives him like a helmet and everything. So we did not see Miis here. I do think Miis are in the game. They just for some reason didn't go into them here.
Yeah.
Some Mario Kart Live. Oh, the song's from Mario Kart Live? Interesting. Although that means it's from Mario Kart 8. So I think all the songs that were from 8. Wonder if the charge jump can avoid blue shells with perfect timing. That would be interesting.
This to leap over obstacles. Grind along power lines.
So if you drop a banana on a power line, like on a grind route, does it stay on the grind route or does it drop down? Sadly, he doesn't look behind him, so we can't see. But what coins you need to unlock the pipe frame? I don't know, unfortunately. They didn't go. I think you unlock a random cart, a random vehicle whenever you hit coin milestones. So like 100 coins, 200 coins, 300 coins. Every time you hit a milestone of coins, you unlock a new random cart.
And dodge attacks from your rivals.
I love that you can dodge attacks with it. I think that's pretty strong.
You jump toward a wall, you can wall ride for
Okay, so
a short
new route up here in Toad's Factory is crazy. That's so cool.
time.
Also up this one was wild to me. Jumping off the
Jump
track.
toward a wall, you can wall ride for a short period of time.
Jumping off the track, riding the wall, and then getting back to the track, that's crazy. That's crazy. That takes skill, I feel like. I think that's actually going to be, like, really cool. Like, you thought, like, hugging corners to try to get past somebody at, like, the last turn, like, the last stretch of the race was tight. No, you don't. That's not going to be as good as riding the wall and doing it. Like, that's going to be even tighter. That's really cool. Yeah, making it more...
Some tricks together, and
Excuse
you
me,
may
making it
hear
more skill-based is
places
really good. You're
like
right.
so close. Almost there.
So,
Whenever this
oh yeah, here's the mini-map for Dandelion Depths also.
happens, be kind and...
Yeah, so the rewind, you see everybody still moving ahead during the rewind. You see everybody still continuing on.
Almost there.
So,
Whenever
it
this
only
happens,
affects you.
Be kind and...
And it's only
rewind.
in, like,
This
single
will
player.
Return your vehicle to its original position. Nice, made it. This can come in handy when mapping out how to best approach a course.
It's good for practice, but it's not going to help
Keep
you in an
mind, though,
actual tournament
your
or anything.
rivals will still move normally when you rewind, so don't lose your lead. What?
The me at 403, let me look.
Out for cars that shoot
Where's the me here?
bullet bills.
At 403. No, that's Toad.
Attacks from
That's
hammer-
Toad in his pro racing outfit. We've actually had that one confirmed already. Yeah, this is not a me in a me racing suit. This is Toad in his pro racing suit. We've actually had this confirmed already, unfortunately. I'm sorry to dash hopes there for me's. Someone said they saw Roy in a mini-map.
Keep in mind, though.
If you can find it, let me know. If you find it, let me know. I am trying to keep an eye on the mini-maps. I'm not seeing that, though, but...
Rivals will still move normally when you rewind. So
No worries,
don't
no
lose
worries.
your lead.
No need to apologize. I'm checking these things. We're going through. We're trying to see if we can actually find it. The Sky High Sunday wall pathway was taken by a computer in one of the demos. Oh my god. Are these computers actually going to be, like, tough? That's great. That's good
Wanna take
practice
a
for, like,
spin?
actual
Even
players.
more races? In time trials, it's you
Okay.
against the clock.
So,
Here, you can race without any other competitors.
yeah, Mario and the B-Dasher.
And
Wario and whatever the heck that vehicle is that I've pointed out before.
online, you can download and compete against Ghost data from racers
And Ghost data
around
is
the
good.
world.
Okay, versus race.
Customize the rules of the road in versus race. You can use the classic rule set of running 3 laps within the same course.
Yeah, classic rule set of 3 laps in the same course is huge, and I'm very glad you can still do that. Yeah, Black Storm. I know, yeah, the Snow Pokey was confirmed as a hazard. It's actually in my gameplay that I have as well. So hopefully that means maybe Pokey gets a Snow Pokey skin, but sadly we've not seen it in the playable state. Yeah, the official name for Vampire Waluigi is Vampire, and, like, Vampire is so funny.
Or You can choose to drive the distance from one course to another.
So, so choosing to pick a specific course and do the 3 laps around the course, or drive from one course to the other there. As we see here, that's basically treating it like a whole different course that you can select for versus race and probably for online. That's huge. Because like I said in my original analysis, that basically, like, substantially raises the course count in this game. Because if each of these count as, like, a selectable course, because they all have their own mini-maps, their own hazards, their own routes, that's a lot. Yeah, that's over 100 courses. Well over.
You can even take the road less traveled and choose routes that aren't in Grand Prix or Knockout Tour.
What? He went out of his way to bounce on somebody.
You can even
for a
take
trick.
the road less
Look at
traveled and choose routes that aren't in Grand Prix.
Nabbit went out of his way to charge jump to bounce on Luigi's head. That's so mean.
Or Knockout Tour. Up to
2 teams, 3 teams, 4 teams.
drivers can now compete in 2,
Anything new in these? I don't think so.
3, or even 4 teams.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Group up and get ready to put the pedal to the metal. Next up, battle mode. Pop
All right,
up locally
looking at battle
or
mode
online in
again.
Balloon battle. Use items to.
No, I knew that you can bounce off of others. I even pointed that out in my original analysis. I just pointing out how Nabbit charging up a jump just to do that is rude. They have not talked about a quality mode or performance mode, unfortunately. Wonder if this overall map is as big as Breath of the Wild. Good question. I don't think it will be as big, but I don't know. It's a different kind of map, you know? Hope you can customize, like, the furthest route, like Mario Circuit, and then go to Bowser's Castle, skip over the other courses. That would be pretty cool if you could do that.
Burst your rival's balloons.
Okay, so.
Pop them all and your rivals out. And coin runners, where you can go for the gold by
I'm not
collecting the most
seeing
coins.
anything else here in battle mode worth pointing out that I didn't point out earlier. We've seen 6 battle courses or battle tracks so far. I imagine there's more like that we could see on the world map. Yeah, especially since we've had music from Double Dash courses, from Wii courses, and battle ones, I mean. So it's entirely possible we're gonna get more in here. Yes, Swoop is a playable character. We've known Swoop, so Swoop is not new from this direct.
Race or
But Swoop actually got a focus in here, which is nice.
battle, enjoy whatever drives you.
Alright. Yeah, I don't think there's more to say on battle mode, unfortunately. Fuzzy add up there, maybe playable Fuzzy. It's possible. It's possible. I think any character that's an obstacle or has an ad could be, depending on how things go, and they're just trying to keep them secret. But the Fuzzy battery ad is back from Mario Kart 8. That was an existing one before. So it's a little hard to say for sure there. Interesting that the costumes show up on the minimap. Yeah, they're treated practically like separate characters, except they have the same stats.
Free roam and go wherever your heart
Trying to see if there's anything else of note here.
takes you. No roads? No problem.
Yeah, so here's Babam Battlefield.
See?
Gonna be so upsetting if we have Babam Battlefield as a song here, and we don't have King Babam back as a character.
The seas.
I haven't found anything too big yet. No worries that you went back to sleep. Understandable if you were up early for all this. But no, I haven't really found anything too big yet.
Drive the desert.
Which is okay.
Or jump off from way up.
Shout out to the fact that they have Penguin being the one to jump off the cliff. You know, like Mario dropping the penguin off the cliff.
Or jump off.
Also, do those tires look really big for the pipe frame? Those almost look like monster wheel tires.
Way up here. You can go wherever you like. even to the edges of the world.
Now, they say edges of the world, but they're not at the
There's a
edge of the
P-switch
map.
over there. Hit hundreds of P-switches you find across the world to start missions.
Yeah, so the P-switches are how you get even more stickers.
Then you can hone your driving ability.
Oh, that's what it is. The tires grow when you go off-road. That's what that is. You're right. Okay, yeah, so we also see... No, not Monster Pipe. Yeah, no, so it's... I think it's just the wheels are bigger because it was off-road. You're right. So, no, so that should be normal pipe frame. But yeah, so... We see P-switches, we see the Peach medallions, we see the question block panels. All of those give you stickers. But this one in particular, the P-switches are missions. The P-switches are classified as missions. And I think that's noteworthy because that means they might show up on a different like page. Instead of achievements, it's missions to clear. But yeah, you can actually see, like if you watch the tires...
Hit hundreds of Hit hundreds of P-switches you find across the world to start missions.
Yeah, so the tires are bigger. Because now that he's not... Yeah, you see like it's bigger and smaller there. So, yeah. Okay.
There are also hidden coins.
Yeah, so seeing the Peach medallion, seeing... Yeah, it looks like...
And more.
The way it awards it, that you see there, I think they're all for customizable decals for the carts. I think that's what they all are. Well, you can drive on the grass and dirt and everything you did like that in any Mario Kart game. The Garnet Cloud would take you away. Inside drifting, I've not seen inside drifting. I know people have tried using the mock bike, and it's hard to say, but
so take the scenic route and explore.
I imagine since there's different types of bikes, it's back, but
also, during free roam, you can take photos whenever you like. Strike a pose.
I do love how in-depth the photo mode is. It's great.
Choose a frame to decorate, and nice. That one's a winner.
The panels seem to just spawn coins or objects. The decals are activating one for the first time. Maybe. Maybe. We'll have to see. But yeah, they didn't mention the achievements. Yeah, those like decals and stickers are tied to achievements. The fact they didn't mention them is weird. But the fact that that's something we know is in the game and they didn't mention it tells me they're not talking about everything. There's definitely still aspects here that they haven't touched upon.
If one person...
Yeah, here's the 4-player split screen. It doesn't look the best.
Mario Kart World, up to 4 players can race in split screen on the same system.
Definitely lower FPS.
The game...
Okay, so we have the title screen here. Single player, multiplayer, online play, wireless play.
Also supports local wireless play. Up to 8 players, with up to 2 players on each system, can race together this way.
If you don't care about stickers, there's no incentive to explore. There might be, just from what we know so far. Like, you might be able to unlock... Well, no, because you can unlock all the costumes while exploring in free roam. And you could probably unlock characters that way, too. They just haven't really detailed it yet. I don't know if it's... I mean, they're definitely saying the dash food and the Kamek item are, like, the main ways to unlock characters and costumes, but there might be other ways in the free roam.
And
alright, so here's the online play. So
20...
you go online, here's the online play menu. Race, knockout tour, battle, and friends. So race, okay, so, oh god, okay, so your race rating is different for races and for knockout tours. Your worldwide points, your VR, whatever you want to call them based on past games. Those are different for races and knockout tours. And there's no tournament menu. There's no tournament menu. don't know if I'd say that's just like Mario Maker Pochu, but yeah, you can access free roam right from the title screen. I did go over that in my original analysis because we saw that in Treehouse Live. Yeah, Kemet doesn't just do enemies; he can turn you in Pianta as well. Yeah, exactly. So there definitely seems to be more with that in terms of just turning you into other characters. No ranked mode? No, there is ranked. There is like the online, like worldwide and regional races and things like that, like where it tracks your points. That's what these are, just like current Mario Kart Online. But we see that races, knockout tour, and battle are treated very differently. So, oh god, trying to reach max points in all of those is rough. Maybe under friends there's tournaments, yeah, but there may not be, unfortunately. Or maybe under either of these settings, you can open up like a private room in any of these. I don't know. But, okay, it is a bit different then.
4 players from around the world can join a race or...
Yeah, so look. So here's like, when you use the stickers, it shows up on your little profile like this. So that's incentive for the stickers for people because it adds to your customization.
Battle in online play.
Yeah, so here's battle. Oh, okay, so this confirms one thing too. You can still steal balloons. You see Mario has multiple colors. You can still steal balloons from others. Just like other. Actually, you know what? This is another battle one. So now we've seen 7. Because this is right in the middle of Dino Dino Jungle. Or, you know, the surrounding area. So that's 7. That's 7 battle maps. So far. Will racing with random people online be intermissions or 3 laps on one course? What did it look like?
From around the world can...
This one is an intermission. This one is an intermission, but I think it's gonna work like versus race, since it's labeled as versus race. I think it's gonna work like versus race, where you can pick either a normal course with 3 routes to it, or with the 3 laps, or the route from one course to another. I think it's gonna let you pick for any of those. It might work like Mario Kart 8, where it gives you like 3 to 5 to pick from, and then it, you know, chooses what everyone voted, or between what everyone voted. Just so it's not everyone picking the same thing every time. But yeah, you can. They said for versus races, you can pick 3 laps on one course if you want. I think this is just going to be a matter of what gets chosen.
Join a race or battle in...
Yeah, 7 is a pretty good number already for battle maps, and that's just the ones that we've seen. There's probably more.
Online play.
Yeah, look how the dinosaurs like really come in through here as a way for you to lose your balloons or something. Okay. Oh, there's also the Koopa Clown Car sticker. Okay. Hope to do Mario Kart style voting. Online knockout tour is gonna be pretty cool, I agree. Play online with friends. Yeah, so here's the lobby where you're doing free roam while waiting for friends. This song is the Mario Kart 8, the Battle Stadium, whatever it's called, theme.
Yep, you can meet up with your crew anywhere in this world. By checking the map, you can quickly see where your friends are and travel to their
They
location.
didn't show anything with the Crazy 8 or Lucky 7, so they may not be back.
Battle or...
Yeah, look at the way the pipe frame looks here. So much higher up because they're off-road.
Battle or...
Yeah, because now you see in normal gameplay here that pipe frame looks normal. So.
Some rules. Or just go for a ride together.
Just go for a ride
Make
together.
This road trip your own.
Yeah, you see the Patui plant holding up items. I love this. I love this. So you can really see, like, you can get a bunch of people together. We've only really seen like 4 players together in the free roam. But like you really can, like, everyone together in a free roam room. You can just get together, do photos, etc. Because this is so charming right here. I love this.
You can also take photos together along the way, if that's more your speed.
Even more fun with game chat. Maybe.
With game chat, enjoy an expanded experience by talking online with...
Now, is that a different kind of Peach medallion, or is that already collected?
Friends.
That's a silver-looking one. But I don't know if it's silver because you already collected it, or if they have different colors. I don't know.
Built-in microphone to voice chat while driving together.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Check this out. Nice.
Yeah, we see taking control of one of these.
Or take a back seat and
Superstar metal parts, natural oil
watch each
banana.
other's game screens.
The way you just launch everything with that is crazy.
If you have a Nintendo Switch 2 camera,
Probably already
you can
collected,
enjoy
yeah.
seeing your friends'
what I was
reactions
thinking.
while playing together. Who's close by? Wait, who just passed me? You'll be able to tell in an instant. Aim a shell and bullseye.
It's neat to see how they're incorporating this, just like in Mario Kart Jamboree with the camera, where like you can see yourself like in game. I think that's kind of cool. I don't really see it being used that much, but anyway. So yeah, the truck, yes, you can control that. I know people online have found there's a boat one. We see a helicopter one in this.
And when playing
Okay, yeah, this is what people were talking about earlier with this 4-player split screen. Look how many pages there are, but there's only 6 characters on each screen here, so that's not really comparable in that way.
together in person on the same
We
system,
saw Koopa Beach's map.
instant. Wait, who just
Oh yeah, no, that's a well, we see part of it. This section up here, this section up here that loops is Koopa Beach's map, but this is still in the middle of an intermission towards it.
pass me? You'll be able to tell in an instant. Aim a shell and bullseye. And when playing together in person,
Yeah, there
on
is
the
a
same
UFO on the
system,
key art, so
a single
there might be
camera
something
can
to go with
detect
it.
up to 4 people's faces.
Okay.
Enjoy the view and get ready to face off with your friends.
Trying to see if there's anything of note. I'm not seeing anything. And there's swoop. These all look like things we've already seen, okay. I mean, we get a good look at this vehicle. I did point this one out before, but we didn't really get a good look at it before, but now we do. It's definitely curious, that's for sure. Yeah, I do think the giant vehicles are some sort of like really big like catch-up mechanic. Racer Luigi. Swimmer Daisy. Yeah, there's Toad in his Pro Racer outfit. That's the one from earlier people thought might be in the outfit. Interesting doing that course during the daytime. There's Bowser using a coin block. Pro Racer Bowser Jr. All-terrain Mario. Look at Junior. So we have, okay, yeah, we have the snowman grinding like a Wario. Yeah, here. So we see right here, we can actually see the helicopter with like this whole section. We see Luigi driving in, and then it's going to take off. Oh, 1 second. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to slow it down here. Where is this also? Oh, this goes out to Peach Stadium. We see Peach Stadium all the way up here. So this is like that route. Possibly towards Rainbow Road. Or at least towards the bridge. Yeah, so look at this. Yeah, so we see it's... Oh, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them, in fact. Because we see just off screen down here in the low left, there's another one. So these are catch-up mechanics, I think.
Transcontinental.
Yeah, and you see it starts taking off. You probably have control over it, just like the truck. Also... the blades say Mario Kart, like the little like whoosh of the blades says Mario Kart. Look at that. That's so cool. That's so cool. These are probably a lot less destructive than the trucks and the boats because you're in the air, not actively going around driving into things as much. Also, these tell me, yes, water is slower to drive in because there wouldn't really be a reason to have these like floaty parts with like actual road to drive on. So you're probably slower on the water. You're probably slower on the water. Daisy flying around. So we have the giant creature over here. More trains. Okay. And that's the end of that. Alrighty, everybody. Let me take one last quick look to see if there's anything else of note that I've been like tagged in or that people were DMing me or letting me know that to bring up. Not seeing anything offhand, at least. We're actually at 8 battle tracks because... Oh, wait, no. I think the one... Nope, sorry. It's still 7. I think the one that I thought we might see... Let me go back to it. That is the same map. No, okay. I was just sent one that looks like it's at Peach Stadium, but it's just a different viewpoint of this same one. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Let me see. Look around. Okay. They updated press kit, but I'm pretty sure I already went through that. I don't think there's anything new or different that I didn't already look at on this. Just real quick checking. Press release, Mario Kart World Direct revs up new details on the biggest Mario Kart ever. Coming to Nintendo Switch 2 at launch. Yes, yes. Interconnected World, Grand Prix. Conquer every Grand Prix Cup and you might just unlock a certain colorful course. Yes, okay, so that's how you unlock Rainbow Road. It's knockout tour stuff, free roam, take photos. Battle mode is back and more hectic than ever. Secure the goal by collecting the most coins and coin runners, or burst your rival's balloons with items in balloon battle. If you pop all of your rival's balloons, they are out. That's only in the press release. Do we see that at all here? It says got him. But that's just stealing a balloon from him. He's still in. So it sounds like balloon battle is elimination style going off the press release. Weird that I had to read the press release to find that out, but yeah, it sounds like a new costume in the rankings right before this. Let me see. Yeah, so it sounds like it is indeed elimination based. No new costumes in here. There's a result screen later on. They're positioned by points. All right, let's see. Rumors next Monday or Wednesday for North American pre-orders. We can only hope. Okay. Oh, yeah, it is still point-based, but I think... Yeah, because we do see they're still holding about points, but I do think if you lose all your balloons, you're still out. Like, you can't contribute anymore. But then maybe it's, the person who got the most points gets 3rd place in terms of, like, elimination, so they're still in. I don't know. But it does say they're out, so I think if you lose all your balloons, you are out. Anything else in this? Excuse me. New techniques, we know. 24 racers, yes, obviously we know. Fun with everyone, anywhere. Yes, yes. Camera play. Okay. Courses. Mario Kart World has many races to enjoy across its vast world. Rule the roads on brand new courses like Mario Brothers Circuit, the modern streets of Crown City, the Snowy Trust Starview Peak, and the Spirited Boost Cinema, just to name a few. Nostalgia courses from previous Mario Kart games have also been reimagined to feel at home with this vast new world, offering fresh experiences on the classics. Okay, nothing new there. Characters, it lists the same ones from the Direct. New items, the same ones from the Direct. Doesn't, and almost word for word what they said in the Direct. Make a pit stop for Yoshi's for a local delight. Dash food, so that's what the name of the item is. Even more modes. Whether you want to race or battle, there are even more ways to stoke some friendly competition in Mario Kart World. Racing against the clock and time trials, where players can also go online to compete against Ghost Data. Customize the rules of the road and versus race, where drivers can decide if they want to compete with 2, 3, or 4 teams. With a classic 3-lap rule set, or by driving from one course to another. Roadside assistance, that's auto accelerate, tilt control, smart steering. Okay, okay. Sounds like that's everything. Yeah, okay. Nothing else in the press release then. Okay. Fair enough then. Alrighty, everybody. Well, I'm thinking that might really be everything to go over here at this point. We've been through the entire press kit, all the images that were in that. We went through the entire Direct. I went through the Japanese website. Let's see if the English website updated. Real quick. They don't tend to update the English websites as much as they do the Japanese websites, but no, it doesn't really look like it. Nope. Alright. Still, the Japanese website, the one that's best. Alright. Well, everybody. Let me see what you guys are saying in chat and make sure there isn't any other little things. Gonna try to get the bundle? Yeah, I want the Mario Kart bundle. Best Buy is doing midnight releases in the US. I don't know about any others like GameStop. I know Best Buy is doing that. What does the intermission menu thing? The intermission thing is when you have like the friend room and you're trying to set up the settings. Big analysis stream for what we got. I mean, there was still a lot to like look through. It just ends up being how much did we actually get out of it? We know there's 7 battle maps. We know that you unlock characters and costumes through the items. We know you unlock vehicles through coins. We didn't get any new costumes revealed here. I think they clearly want everyone to find those for themselves. We had a look at online play. We have the proper confirmation of 3-lap courses are still there for every course. We had a bunch of images to look through, a bunch of nice shots of characters. No real new costumes. I did note Mechanic Luigi, but I wouldn't be surprised if Mechanic Luigi was also just in the demo and I just didn't see him in anything I looked through. So he might have been there. I think... yeah, I think that about does it then. So, overall, I'm not disappointed. I'm okay with what we got because I've been looking through so much for these past few weeks. I'm not exactly the target audience for a Direct like this. I'm not the general audience. I'm a little too specialized for that. I think this gave a great breakdown of what to expect in the game without spoiling a bunch of the secrets that you can find and the whole reason to explore and what they want you to get out of the game. I think they really wanted to save that for everybody. And I'm convinced this game is still hiding more, and I'm really looking forward to what that'll be. But with that, that is going to do it for this live analysis. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in these 2.5 hours with me. Longer if you were here for the live reaction. It's been a good time. It's been fun. I clearly love Mario Kart. You guys can, of course, leave likes, comments, and, of course, subscribe for plenty more Mario Kart World from me. You know, I already have my gameplay from the Switch 2 experience, thanks to some friends that got to go. I have my original analysis. We have this. I'm going to have other videos go up sometime before the game releases, more coverage. And, of course, I'm going to be covering this game extensively when it releases, among many other gaming things as well, of course. Thank you guys so much, as always, and I will see you all next time. So, have a good rest of your Thursday, everybody. Have a good upcoming weekend. And we'll do more Mario Kart in the future. Bye, everybody.